Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me the Panasonic 12-32mm kit lens. I want to talk about why I think this lens is near perfect for casual travel photography. Let's do this! Recently, I made a trip to Kuching, Borneo, which is my hometown, and I was traveling with a group of friends. We wanted to have fun, hang out together, we explored some interesting places, we ate too much good food, and photography was never part of the main agenda. However, I still wanted to carry around a camera with me just in case I see something interesting that I want to capture. Therefore, the best solution is to carry a minimalist setup, the smallest footprint that I can bring with me everywhere without weighing me down. So I brought along the smallest interchangeable camera that I have, which is the Panasonic Lumix GM1, and to pair it, I have this kit lens, the Panasonic 12-32mm, which I think is super versatile. It does everything that I wanted to do, and it is so small, so compact, and it delivers fantastic results. Here are some photographs that I've taken from that trip. Let me clarify from the start that if you have specific photography agenda for your travel, then get the right lens for the right job. For example, if you're shooting wild animals in Africa in the safaris, then obviously you'll need a long super telephoto zoom lenses to shoot those animals from a distance. And if you are traveling to certain locations to shoot night sky, you want to shoot Milky Way, you want to shoot the beautiful stars, obviously you'll need an ultra wide angle lenses with bright aperture. The point is, get the right lens for the right job. However, if you are like me, I was traveling with my friends, the main agenda was having fun, photography was secondary, and I don't want to carry too many lenses. I just want one lens to do it all. Then this Panasonic 12-32 is the best solution. The main thing that I like about this Panasonic 12-32 kit lens, it is so compact and so light. It weighs only about 70 grams. Pairing it on this Panasonic GM1, this combination is as if it weighs nothing at all. And because this is so compact and so portable, I can just fit this camera and lens in a small bag. I don't even need a proper dedicated camera bag, or I can just chuck this into my pants pocket. It is so convenient. I can carry this with me everywhere I go to. Imagine if you're carrying a large camera backpack full of gear and it weighs like 8 to 10 kilograms. No, this is not a photography trip. For casual shooting, this Panasonic GM1 and this 12-32 kit lens, it is more than sufficient to get the job done. And I treasure that. I can just carry this around with me like I'm not carrying anything at all. Many people are too quick to dismiss the kit lens. After all, it is not the sharpest lens, it doesn't render shallow depth of field, and it's not your first choice in low light situations. I get it. However, I beg to disagree. I think kit lenses are awesome, and we should not underestimate what the kit lens can do. For travel photography, especially doing casual snapshots, I don't want to carry 5 or 6 different lenses in my bag. I want a minimalist setup. The simpler, the better. And if I can do just one lens, just have one lens to do as much as possible, that's even better. So this Panasonic 12-32 is a very versatile kit lens. It starts from 12mm wide angle, and I can fit a lot within a frame. And I can do some wide angle photography, some landscapes, some environmental portraits, and I can zoom into 17, 20, 25mm to get rid of that wide angle distortion for that more normal perspective. I can shoot people, I can shoot food photography. I do a lot of food photography when I travel, and when I'm shooting that bowl of noodles, I don't just want to see that one strand of noodle in focus. I want to see the entire bowl in focus. I want to see the details, the texture. I want to see everything, the condiments on that noodles, right? So shallow depth of field is never a thing that I prioritize. I don't need a prime lens with f1.8 to shoot a bowl of noodles. In fact, more depth of field is an advantage. So this kit lens is more than enough to get the job done. And of course, when it comes to image quality, this kit lens is actually very good. I can get plenty of sharpness from this lens. Of course, it's not as sharp as, say, the Olympus 12-40 f2.8 Pro, but I don't need that level of sharpness. I'm not entering competitions. I'm not shooting for a client. I'm not going for exhibitions, right? This is just shooting for fun, and there's plenty of sharpness to go around. It renders images that look realistic, full of contrast. The technical flaws are very well controlled. I have no complaint whatsoever with the image quality of the images that comes up from this lens. And more importantly, it's so small, it is so fun to use, and that's the main thing. When I travel, I want to have fun. I'm sure someone will ask, hey Robin, previously you mentioned that the Olympus 14-42 kit lens is actually sharper, slightly sharper than this Panasonic 12-32 kit lens. If that's true, then why are you not using the Olympus instead of this Panasonic kit lens? Well, there are 2 reasons for that. Number 1, that lens is not with me. I loaned out my Olympus 14-42 pancake kit lens to a friend. I know, I can still ask the friend, hey, I want the lens back, I'm traveling, but this Panasonic 12-32 has image stabilization. And that's the second reason why I prefer to use this Panasonic kit lens on this Panasonic GM1, because this Panasonic GM1's body does not have image stabilization built in. The previous time I talked about this Panasonic 12-32 lens, I complained about the need to extend the lens every single time I power on the camera. I find it a hassle, it's very inconvenient, because when I turn on the camera, I cannot take photographs immediately. There is that extra step to extend the lens from its collapsed position. And after that, if I want to store the camera away, after I power off, I have to collapse the lens. Now, someone else made a comment and said, hey Robin, why don't you just leave the lens extended? You don't have to keep collapsing the lens and extending the lens every time you turn off and turn on the camera. Just leave it extended. Now here's the thing. I don't want to just leave this lens extended for a long period of time. What if the lens knocks on something? This is made of plastic. It feels very fragile, and I don't want to leave this extended in my bag. It doesn't feel safe. I'll destroy the lens. No, guys, when you're not using the lens, please collapse the lens. That's the right way to store the lens away without damaging the lens. I don't get it. The solution of extending the lens, it doesn't work for me. That's all I have to share about this Panasonic 12-32 kit lens and why I think it is a near perfect one lens solution for casual travel photography. Do you agree with my sharing, or do you have a different minimalist setup? Or are you one of those who carries 5 cameras and 20 lenses in a large oversized backpack? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to find out. If you found my sharing beneficial, or if you have enjoyed looking at my photographs, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way. You'll support me and this channel and keep me going. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.